Monster Jam Showdown.
Dude, this game looks sick.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. So let's pull up the trailer. And I think with these kinds of games, there's not a bunch to talk about with them, just because like they're really simple in what they're trying to do, and if they do it well, it's a good game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, and
So
and honestly, I don't think it needs to be anything more than what it is. So, guys, if
yeah,
you're just listening, what we're looking at is what you would expect us to be looking at.
yeah,
We're looking at just some kind of badass monster trucks racing around this sweet track.
yeah,
And I think one of the major takeaways here is to take a look at the atmosphere. I think
yeah.
the atmosphere looks really, really good.
Hmm.
So we're seeing two different versions of things. We're seeing like a head-to-head race style, and then
Yep.
now we're kind of seeing like this traditional like monster truck rally kind of arena
Hmm.
situation, which I think is really, really cool. And if you look
Yeah.
at like the actual physics of how these cars are moving around, I think they're pretty accurate. And I think that's
Yeah.
so that's all I really think this game needs to be. They need really cool settings, they need really
Hmm.
cool trucks, and they need to be able to drive really, really well.
I would agree. And so this one's coming out in 2024. Like I said, there's not a bunch to talk about this game, but like Dave said, in the atmosphere, the game looks really good. I think the physics of this game are going to be really good. Now, like it's a next gen monster trucking racing game, and I think that's really cool. And that they're doing a good job of putting those new mechanics into the game. A couple things to know about like what they're bringing into the game. There's going to be over 60 confirmed monster trucks in the game. 40 of them are going to be included in like the base game, and then 20 plus, like it's going to be 60 plus, and 20 of those are going to be DLC premium, but also free versions of these trucks. So I thought that was really cool.
66. I have 66.
66 is like the official number that they're
Yeah,
saying.
40 base, 26 DLC.
And then with that, there's going to be over 140 different paint jobs. One thing I hope with that is I really hope that you get to create your own monster truck and your own liveries on the truck.
Me too. This game, like, this is a game that screams customize your own truck and make it badass. Like,
And that's what I'm hoping for, because like I love like any of these racing games. And this is like this is actually one of the bad things I said about Taxi Cab or Taxi Simulator. It's like I couldn't customize my own car. Like I was given so many customizable options, but I couldn't do my own thing. Like the character you can customize, the car you got some presets. It's like no, I want to put my own livery. I want to put all my design into it. And so I really hope that with this game you'll get to create your own monster truck. Even if it's like I'm not expecting it to look like the megalodon. Like I don't like it doesn't have to look like a shark. I just want to be able to put the cool skins on, and like if it just looks like a truck, I want to be able to customize that truck.
I would think so. The thing we talked about this a lot is, with these racing games, they, they're not really like pressed like open worlds are. You know what I mean? Like they're not really like huge games, so they have space to kind of make this all work. And I think it would be very easy for them to just, if there's an asset that they've used to create a truck already, you should probably be able to use that asset. Don't you think? Yeah, I would think so, right?
But we're not game developers, so it's hard to say. But I really love customization of these types of games. Like I want to be able to drive my car, my truck in a racing game.
Like Adam said, I mean, there's 66 official trucks in the game. So I mean, there's Gravedigger, there's the Megalodon, like there are cool trucks in there, but still, you kind of want to go in there as like truck nerd Adam. You know what I mean? Like do your thing, man. It's the same. I want to go in there as truck Zags and tear it up. You know?
A couple other things to like they're gonna feature different arenas like baseball parks, football fields, different speedways, and things like that. So that's really cool. And I'm sure they're gonna have some like of the like this is where the like the Monster Jam takes place, like the main event and things like that. Which is really cool. And I wonder. So there's gonna be 10 different game modes. I wonder if one of those game modes is going to be like create your own track or your own arena. I think that'd be so cool.
That would be sick if they would let you do the arena like like an excite bike or something like that, where you can like build your own jumps and stuff like that. That would be a lot of fun.
This is more of a wish list conversation of our of what we want to see in a monster truck game. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be 10 different modes, which includes like split screen modes, online modes, freestyle, which we saw in the trailer, off road racing, speedway racing. And I think that's really cool that they're expanding it to include just more than just, yeah, let's go race a monster truck.
And the head to head looks really, really nice. The settings, just to touch on those a little quick, they're going to have only three settings in the game. Um, but I'm not super worried about it because they're making it up with the
Mhm.
stadiums and the football
Yeah.
fields and stuff like that. But they're gonna have the Death Valley Desert. They're gonna have the forests of Colorado. They're gonna have the mountains of Alaska. So
Ooh.
three very unique settings.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that you touched on that. They're gonna have offline, online, and split screen.
Hmm.
This feels like a game that is going to be a lot of fun as a single player experience, but it also feels like a game that's going to be a lot of fun to just kind of sit down and race with your buddies.
Hmm.
And the days of couch co-op where you can just actually have a friend like sitting right here playing video
Yeah.
games with you are like almost dead. So I
Right.
think it's really, really cool that they include the split screen, because this is a game where like, my brother can come over and be like, "Yo, you want to race monster trucks?" And he's like, "Hell yeah!" And like,
Yeah. Right.
we just old school game it up, man.
Right, and that's another thing that I'm really excited about too. Like, I don't have very many friends to play games with, but I do have a wife that will jump on a game with me, and she's not a big gamer by any means, but like she doesn't mind racing games. She likes Mario Kart and stuff like that. But I think this is one that I can convince her to try playing, and the fact that it's split screen makes it so much easier.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's don't get me wrong. The online thing is great because you can always find somebody to play with. But the days of just like sitting down and playing video games with a friend or a wife or a brother, or just somebody sitting right next to you, where you have that enjoyment of like you win the race and you're kind of elbowing, I got you, like that, like yeah, like I don't know, that stuff is kind of dead now. So I think it's really, really cool that they've included the split screen mode. And yeah, 10 different game modes. Hopefully we get to build some stadiums. I love the head to head idea. I love the freestyle idea. The one thing I will say after watching you play the taxi simulator, dude, I hope you can play with the wheel.
Oh, I'm sure. I would hope so too, to be honest.
I mean, I haven't seen anything about it being confirmed, but I would hope you'd be able to play with the wheel.
Actually, I don't know because now I think about it, when I played Lego 2K Drive, I don't think the wheel when I played it back then, I don't think the wheel is compatible because I tried to use it.
So you're a little bit more of a racing guy than I am. So this game is being done by Milestone Games, and they did Ride, MotoGP, and Hot Wheels.
And I don't remember Hot Wheels being. Let's see.
Do you
Hot.
remember if Hot Wheels would had the
I
support?
don't think it worked when I tried using it. Hot Wheels Unleashed to wheel support. Let's see. Bum. Do. Dang it. Sequel does not support wheels.
Oh,
Yeah.
balls. Guys, put the wheel in it. Put the
Yeah.
put the wheel. Milestone, put the wheel in it, guys. You got to
All
put the
right.
wheel in it.
Yeah, and I like this, like, and that's the reason why I like these simulation games. Is like you can put it in first person and use the wheel, and so if I could drive my monster truck in first person, that's even cooler.
Yeah, I mean that's sick. And you got the
Yeah,
wheel to like turn. You're doing donuts and all that
yeah,
fun stuff. I mean that's sick.
yeah. So I hope that is the case. Otherwise, that'll be a little bit of a disappointment. Because like I said, I like the wheel. The wheel makes it like an immersion thing for it. It makes it feel like I'm driving the truck, and the fact that it shakes and vibrates, and you have resistance against it. Whereas like joysticks, it's like boop boop. Like it's really easy. So I hope they have wheel support.
Yeah, and I think this one really, really would be cool to play with, as the wheel, because like, typically in the simulators you're kind of like normal driving. You know what I mean? This is one where like you might want to take it easy on that wheel because you're gonna be like whipping it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it looks like it should be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm super
Hopefully they come
excited
up
for
with
this
some
one.
answers on that. I'm super excited for that too, for this one as well. So thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up from me. Comes out late 2024. Again, doesn't look like anything absolutely groundbreaking, but then
Mhm.
again, doesn't need to be anything absolutely groundbreaking.
No.
Looks
Uh,
absolutely fantastic for what it is, and don't try too hard. Just, just do what you're doing, man.
Yeah, just give us a solid monster truck racing game. That's all we
Yeah.
need with some customization options.
Put the wheel in it. Let us customize. We're gonna be happy.